So today I've got the most interesting lady with me, which you may already be seeing. She's already started. She's already started on me. This guest that I have with me today is someone that I've known for a very long time. I don't even know how long, but it's been a while. And I'm very, very flattered that she's decided to come back because she was on season 1 moaning about being in the car, road rage.
Yes.
A few other things as well. So I'm going to introduce Paula. Paula's in the house.
I'm in the house. Hello.
So we are going to try and be serious today, but do you know what? We cannot be serious. You cannot be serious, man. That's like John McEnroe, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so today's subject is a really good one.
Pause. Is exercise in menopause?
Okay.
Okay, so the reason I've got the lovely Paula with me is because Paula has a fantastic job. She is a personal trainer.
I am.
She is a Pilates instructor.
I am.
She's also a group exercise instructor.
I really am.
And she's also a sports massage therapist.
I am.
Yeah. Have I missed anything out?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
No, I think I covered it.
think you've
So
covered
she's
it all.
she's got a lot going on, and what I really love about Paula is that over the years we help each other out. So Paula sends me patients that need fixing, and I send her patients that need training,
Yay.
and vice versa. Because I've got a lot of respect for Paula. She's really good at what she does, and that's why she's here today. So this podcast, okay, let's just break it down a bit. It's going to be very basic information. So if any ladies are listening, you're going to understand a lot about exercise during menopause, perimenopause, menopause, and post. We're going to go through it all. We're not going to get too scientific with it because that's a bit boring.
Very boring.
And also, not everyone needs to know that. You know, if someone comes to Paula for training, Paula's not going to sit down with them and tell them all about, muscle fibers and estrogen. Well, you're going to tell them a little bit.
We're going to talk about these.
We're going to talk about it a little
It needs to
bit.
be mentioned. We're talking about menopause.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it a little bit. But what I'm saying is we're not going to really go into the depth. So this is going to be very nice and chilled. But we are going to always start off with a quiz. We have to, right? So our quiz today is all about the changes that affect us in exercise in menopause. So let me get my 20 seconds. All right, let's go.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
20 seconds start now.
Fatigue.
Got to say estrogen,
Progesterone.
testosterone.
10 seconds remaining.
Joint pain.
Ah,
Is that yours?
ligaments. Ligament changes.
Bone density.
3,
Oh.
2,
Mental fatigue.
time's up.
Yeah, there we go. We did well there, and it's quite a lot there. So before we go into menopause, Paula, can we just give our listeners a little bit of a background? So let's give everyone, just tell us about your job. Obviously, I've mentioned what you do, but
Yes.
tell us a bit more.
Oh, what do you want to know? I am an older PT. I've been doing the job for over 20 years. I have been through my menopause as well.
Oh, you've been through it, and I've been through it.
have.
We're both on the other side, aren't
Oh,
we?
yes, we are. We are.
Yes.
Perimenopause was probably the worst. But, it's been good since I've
Okay.
finally gone through menopause.
So you're someone that, without going into it too much, but you teach classes.
I do teach
What classes do you teach?
I teach body pump still, which is a resistance class. I teach a lot of Pilates. What else do I teach? Core classes as well.
And you do one-to-one with
I
people.
do one-to-one. I am reformer qualified, but I do prefer mat Pilates. I would
Okay.
say. Yeah,
Interesting.
I prefer mat because it's like that machine just assists you, whereas when you do mat, you're using your own body. And then, of course, I train myself, which I love doing.
Yes.
Which is my favourite client is me.
Yes. So it should be.
Yes, it is, definitely.
So the people that come to you, are they mixed bag?
Yeah, I'd say at the moment my youngest client is 24 and my eldest client is 72.
That's very interesting. And so the older, do you have a lot of older ladies come
I'd
to you?
say I have more older ladies, but it's because I am considered to be at 54 an older lady.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, your halfway point.
Yes.
Yes, but I think actually that's really nice because you can go to someone a lot younger to be trained, and let's face it, if they've not gone through any of this stuff, they're
Yeah.
not. They can go on a course. There are lots of courses, but unless you've actually been through it, you don't
And
really
I have
understand
had
it.
clients who've actually said they want to train with someone who's been through or going through
Yeah.
exactly the same as what they've been
Absolutely.
through.
No, I think
Yeah.
I think that's key to it. I need to warn our listeners, we're both very tired today, but we are going to try and keep it on a level,
Yes, of course.
party level. Yeah. Party.
You have to use those sound effects.
Oh, hang on. Right. Well, no, I've got a few on here. Let's see what we've got. We've not done this one yet. So we've got, no, we can get
I'm
rid of
really not sure what that was.
No, doesn't matter. Anyway, so Paula, you're a PT, you teach classes, you do Pilates, and you train yourself.
I train myself, yes.
Perfect. And
Quite often.
you're a runner.
I do run, of course, and then there's a sports massage, but I do
Yes.
run. I love running. I don't run as much as I used to
Okay.
because I've been through menopause.
Okay.
And we need to slow down on some forms of exercise as we get older. And when we go through the menopause, it's too much of strain on my body. I used to teach a lot of spinning many years ago.
Yeah.
To the point where I was teaching about 10 spin classes a week. But 4 years ago, my body told me I've had enough of this. So I
Okay.
stopped.
Well, that's interesting. And I think we can both talk about how our bodies have told us to
Yeah.
stop. But I think let's start off, first of all, with just talking about exercise in general. So this is not about menopause. This is about the benefits of exercising, because some women don't actually exercise in their 20s or 30s. There's a lot of late beginners.
Yeah.
So regardless of all the benefits to do with menopause, let's just talk about exercise in general. How does it help the body?
Well, it's going to improve your cardiovascular health. It's going to help you maintain things like flexibility, posture, which then leads to the fact that it's going to make balance better as we get older. I know we're not relating it to age, but I do think there's a lot of women as well that take up exercise in their 40s. I think what we really should be looking at taking up exercise, well, as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But you're looking at your 30s. If you're going to start exercise in your 30s, it's probably the best time because it's going to start setting you up for perimenopause.
Yeah.
Because we start losing muscle mass from the age of 30. And you're looking at anything from, something like 3 to 8% per 10 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
10 years?
Yeah.
Listen to me asking you, isn't it 10
Well,
years?
you know.
Well, you know.
You know when you know.
Yeah. And so the fact that we start losing our muscle mass and our bone density from our 30s, we should be looking about that longevity and keeping ourselves young and mobile.
Yeah.
And not being a strain on the National Health Service.
No, and that's the other thing, isn't it? It's not just about cardiovascular and posture and that. It's also so good for your mental well-being. And, you know, we all talk about mental health, but let's face it, beautiful day today, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If you go outside and you've got the sun and you go for a walk, that's classed as exercise.
Yes.
You know, that's good for your brain, good for your serotonin levels, your dopamine levels. It's just a good all-round thing, a good feel thing.
Yeah. It's like I always think that if you set yourself a little bar of, say, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes a day where you invest in yourself,
Yeah.
then you're just going to have a better life anyway.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the days that you don't exercise, you know about it.
Yeah.
And you know that that's why you do it.
And of course, there's always going to be those people that are got to think to themselves, but aren't you supposed to have rest days? But a rest day doesn't have to be a rest day As in you do nothing.
Yeah,
A rest day could be a yoga day.
I lift my remote control up with my right arm.
Yes.
I'm working my biceps.
Yes,
and
but
my
going for a
forearms.
long walk can be a rest day.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Doing
about
yoga.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like you said. I'm going to go and lift weights.
Yeah.
It's about getting out of your comfort zone and doing something
Mm.
different. And I am seeing a lot of women of a certain age thinking, and they're getting into running, they're doing stuff because, there's a lot of social stuff now showing women later on in life exercising. So it's good to know why it's good for exercise, not just about joints, but like you said, cardiovascular health as well, which is very, very important and taking the strain off the NHS.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as women, I know we're not talking menopause really, but as women, as we get older, that cardiovascular health is so important because when we lose estrogen.
Yes. And actually, no, we can talk about that a little bit now because there is a lot of emphasis on whether strength training or cardio, and maybe we'll come back to it, but we need to come back on those two subjects.
Yeah.
Because I think women are confused.
As far as I'm concerned, we need both.
We do need both. But there is a lot of attention on socials to say that it is just strength, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's about the whole bag. So menopause changes a lot of functions in the body. And let's go through them now. Let's try and kind of rack our brains. I'm looking at our brain fog. How's your brain fog today?
My brain fog isn't great. It's never great.
That's all right. Okay, so 3 stages: perimenopause, menopause, and post. Just going through it again for those that don't understand. Perimenopause is the lead up to menopause. So perimenopause can start as early as your 30s. Obviously, some women get it a lot earlier than that. And that's when your body is starting to change. All your functions from your brain are going a bit mad, which means that your periods will be later, they'll be earlier, they'll be heavier, they'll be lighter. You're losing your eggs, they're going. So that's your perimenopause. And obviously in that time you get all those lovely symptoms of pure aggression.
Hot flushes,
your brain fog, your
cold
joint
flashes.
pain. Cold flushes.
I remember I came on before, we spoke about how cold I was. Yeah.
I remember that too. Yeah. There was, and the road rage.
Oh, the road rage, yeah.
So the
I don't think I mentioned the supermarket rage, but we
Oh no, supermarket sweep, supermarket. So we've got the perimenopause, and then when you stop your period, you then, if you go a whole year with no period, and then it remains no period, that is classed as your menopause. And then after that, then you go into your post-menopause.
Yeah.
So I am 3 years post, and you are
4
years post. Well done. So we're around
you very
about the
much.
same, aren't
Yes.
we? So the body itself is changing. So let's break it down for people that don't understand. Let's talk about bones first of all, Paula.
Yes, well, but a lot of women can go into osteopenia during their menopause because of the reduction in estrogen, and that's why when it comes to fitness, we really should start doing resistance training.
Yeah,
because that pulling of the muscles improves bone density.
yeah. So osteopenia, can we just explain that to people that don't
I
understand
think you're
what
probably
it is?
better off explaining that for me. It's the stages before osteoporosis, basically.
Yeah,
And that's the time when you can have falls, minor ones, and still fracture bones.
Yeah, it can be very. Yeah, it's like a little warning for you.
Yeah.
If you do get that, then that you might be put on some calcium tablets. They might keep an eye on you depending on who you go and see.
I had the slightest knock myself about 3 years ago,
Oh,
and
wow.
ended up fracturing a toe.
Yes.
It wasn't anything at all, but it was very much, and you'd think that wouldn't happen to me because of the fact that I weight train.
No.
It was just after the lockdowns. I wasn't doing any resistance training after the lockdowns at all.
Right.
So obviously, my bones were getting weak.
Yeah, but it happens. It does happen. And I had a bone density scan. I don't know if you was on that one,
No.
but I basically My toe was hurting, and I have a friend that's a podiatrist, and he does X-rays, and he X-rayed it, and I had tiny fracture. And I was
Yeah.
like, where the hell's that come from? So I went and got a bone density scan done, and it was fine. But again, it was just like really random. I was like, I haven't done anything. So yes, osteopenia, bones are changing. They're becoming less dense, more spongier. Certain bones in the body are more spongier than others because of the way that the bone is formed. You're prone to some fractures potentially, but this bone business starts in your perimenopause,
Yeah.
and especially joint pain can start in perimenopause because of progesterone, because that's one of the first hormones to start to go. But they protect progesterone, estrogen, and some testosterone. They protect the bone. They help it remain dense and strong. So that's one of the things that change in menopause. And from 5 to 7 years for in your post, that's when you're most prone to starting to get your fractures.
Yeah.
Because that's when your density drops big time. So we are going to talk about that, how we can help that. So other things, cardiovascular changes, Paula?
Well, but a drop in estrogen does cause your, oh, sorry, I've moved away, blood vessels to become weaker.
Yeah.
Women's rate of heart disease and stroke can go up during menopause as well because of the lack of estrogen that we have.
Yeah.
So that's why I say we should be doing both when it comes to training, resistance and cardio as well.
Yes.
Sorry, I've forgotten the question.
You're not on your lines, mate, today, are you?
Oh,
I see. I call it made, not main. Lines made. So yeah, we're talking about the changes. So you said cardiovascular help. So cholesterol changes as well.
yes, because of the fact that we do release it, the bad cholesterol goes up.
Yes.
And our good cholesterol reduces
Yes.
as well. So we really need to be looking at our diets as changing. There's a changing of diets. In fact, with menopause, I think that there are changes that happen with your whole lifestyle.
Oh my God!
They
It's
need
like
to
being
happen.
reborn.
Yeah,
Reborn.
and it's, you've got, as you said, you've got perimenopause, you've got menopause, and then of course you've got postmenopause.
Yeah.
And those changes are small ones that you have to make through each stage as well.
Yes.
You know, like I said, for me, I had to stop doing as much high intensity cardio over the past, and if anything, in the past year, that's even more so. I've had to reduce my cardio. I used to love going for, but I'm just exhausted all the time.
Yeah, that's what happens though.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I mean, that's a very, very good example because, things of cardio changing, your heart rate's going to increase more. It can't control, the rapid changes of interval training as much.
So I don't, all that HIIT interval stuff, I'll do it with my younger clients. It doesn't work for me anymore.
Yeah.
I used to religiously go for my runs, and if I hadn't done 10K, I wasn't happy. If I hadn't run at a certain pace, I wasn't happy. Now,
It's different.
it's like, I'll go around the block.
I go around the block.
the fitness watch doesn't go on anymore. I'm not worried about my pace, my distance.
Yeah.
It's about just getting out there and doing something. If I end up walking, I end up walking.
That's a very good point because I think there's a lot. Oh, dare I bring up social media? I'm going to bring it up briefly.
Yeah, go and bring it up.
Let's bring it up because as a female I'm 54 in 2 weeks, so I'm still 53.
Oh,
still
you're younger than me.
Can I hold on to? I can hold on to the 53. For someone that I've exercised all my life, okay, I've had to go through blockages of stopping and starting because of my joints, and that's because I had an operation, and that flares up. An unnecessary operation, I will say, on my knee, which I found out years later. Thank you for that. And that flares up, and sometimes when that flares up, I have to back off.
Yeah.
So that's my training. So, for me, the running, went long time ago, and that's fine. I made peace with that. I'm more of a strength girl. Cardio and walking. That's it, because I've got a dog, so I walk for miles. But social media pisses me off, all right, because it's not realistic.
No, it's not.
They're showing women our age pushing these weights that have had no former exercise training. They're going in heavy. We're talking like heavy deadlifts. And we're going to talk about different types of exercises.
Yeah.
What's good? They're telling them they're going out running. They're doing long distance running. They're showing that they're ripped.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You can get muscle definition. Yeah, not knocking it. And these people, most people are going to be looking at me and thinking, she's going on one, but look at her. But you know what? I'm okay. I've got good muscle density. My bone density is good. But what I'm concerned about, it's not achievable unless you don't work and you hit the gym so many hours a day. That's where I'm going with it.
See, I like to think I have muscle definition.
I think
I know
all
I do.
you have. I mean, we can do a little bicep thing now if you want.
But the reason why I am that woman in her 50s because it's my full-time job.
Yeah.
So like you say, there's not the time isn't there in the day for women to be able to do as much. I can teach 2 classes and then hit the gym for an hour.
Yeah.
But
that's you, and
that's what I mean.
you've not
I
done
have
that
the time.
overnight.
No.
You've built that up over years.
This is 20 years plus of me training.
Exactly.
Whereas there's women who that you would not believe how often I have a woman come to a class and they say to me, "Oh, so if I do this 2-3 times a week, I'll look like you." And I say no. You need to do a lot more because even now I think that my shape it's changed. It's still changed.
Yeah.
And if anything, cardiovascularly, as far as running and doing endurance training with weights, I used to be a lot fitter at. But my shape wise, I look better now that I do less.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think that you've hit the nail on the head saying that, first of all, that you've been doing this for a very long time. Yeah. So Paula didn't do all this exercise straight away. You build it up very, very safely, and she's used to that. So for someone to actually come up to you, that says to me that they've been looking at socials and been looking at all these women our age that are ripped as fuck. It's
not achievable.
It's not achievable.
No.
It's not achievable. Sorry if you're listening. It's you can get good muscle definition.
Yeah.
You can be healthy for your shape, but unless you're gonna.
All those women you see online have been training for years.
They have been training for years, and the before and afters. This is years ago. I've got to tell you this story, right? And then I'm going to talk about a guy for a second. There was a guy that worked somewhere that I worked, and he was a trainer, and I knew him. Years later, I lost contact with him. I saw him on an ad showing that he was this client, that he had put on a lot of weight, and then they showed the after of him, as I know, as the trainer. And I'm thinking, you little shit.
So it's
him. It's why are you saying that is before and after? And that is exactly what you're getting on socials. You're getting women that have already trained, that, whether it's swimming, whether it's, doing something, they've not just gone in and got a 6-pack overnight.
No.
It's changing because your body can't do it. Your body cannot adapt to those changes that quickly. It can't. So I want to talk about cortisol levels.
Oh, okay.
Do you know much about it?
I know a little bit about cortisol. It is the stress hormone. It's the one that causes abdominal fat.
Yes. The belly fat.
Yes, belly fat. It can, when you start going through menopause, your cortisol levels do go up. Yeah. Especially at night time.
They do, yeah. So there's a really good test on adrenal fatigue, actually, because because your adrenals should be, in an ideal world, when you wake up, your cortisol level should be relatively high. Because you're waking up, you're nice and alert, and if a lion came up you
can run.
You can run. But if you wake up and you're absolutely screwed, then you know that your levels are not accurate, which means that you could potentially have something like adrenal fatigue. But that is very
Yeah.
common because in menopause, women don't sleep.
Exactly.
So your levels are going to be strange. And that's something we are going to talk about with exercise, because there's a lot of myth about when's the best time to exercise, and we're going to explore that. Okay, Paula. So why should women exercise in their perimenopause, menopause, and post? You can talk about it all together. You can break it down, however you see fit.
Well,
Do you see I've said see fit there?
see fit.
Fit. It's in fitness, yeah.
Yes, I'll get that. Well, we should exercise just so that we can try and counteract a lot of the symptoms that we have of menopause. You know, when you do exercise, you can fatigue yourself in a way, and I'm saying this because at night time, when we start going through perimenopause and menopause especially, we do not sleep. It's not a good idea to exercise in the evening, really, especially when you've hit menopause.
Yes.
Okay, because you've got that exercise high afterwards and you can't sleep.
Oh my God, yeah.
So you're
right.
looking at mornings and afternoons, especially once you hit menopause.
Okay.
But in perimenopause, you should really be exercising, and you want to you have that what's the words I'm looking for? You want to lose. Oh, I can't think of the words at the moment.
Come back to it. It'll come back.
Yeah, because you're trying to fatigue yourself basically so that you can sleep through the night.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to, as we say, it's going to improve bone density.
Yeah.
It's going to improve your muscle. It's going to improve your flexibility. Joint pain gets better because you're keeping that synovial fluid warm.
Yes.
And you're keeping your joints mobile as well. And it's just general well-being. It is, like you said earlier, it's really good for the mind.
Yes.
You know, and we're talking about things like, when you say the mind, I find running or walking at a fast pace as it's become nowadays, quite meditative.
Yeah.
You know, that's my way. It's other people, you know, yoga, there's certain yoga classes that will help with your mind.
Yeah.
Even depending on the Pilates teacher, not with me, I'll let you know. But even a Pilates class can be very, very relaxing.
Is that because you're talking?
No, it's because when you come to my Pilates class, you have to work.
Yeah, you have to work. No chat. Leave the chat at the door.
No chatting. Well, I might chat a little bit and have a bit of a laugh, but it's like I do see Pilates as a mind and body class, but not the way a yoga instructor would see it.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Different ball game.
Yeah.
I mean, I went for a walk in the forest, which I do with my dog quite a bit, but you know, years ago it would have been like, right, footwear on, let's go, let's march, let's power walk. And actually I did it yesterday when I went for a walk around here. I started meditating walking. Yeah. So we're not talking about closing our eyes, by the way, because that'd be silly. But it's about when you walk, listening to the sounds of your feet that they're making. Because I had quite a stressful day yesterday, and I started doing that. And
a lot of people walk with headphones on nowadays.
Yes.
Like, take them off and listen.
Yeah, listen, because I started doing that, and I was like, actually, Sarah, this is quite good. And when it come back in my mind again, I went, no, for an hour, I want you to listen to the sound of the pebbles under your feet. And yes, if someone's got a good conversation that's walking next to you, slow down. You can listen to what they're talking about.
I've never done that.
No, I'm only joking. I think that that's changed for me because I know that I need it mentally to calm me down. Otherwise, that cortisol level is going to rise. I'm going to get stressed. And I could power walk my nut off, but it wouldn't calm me down. I'd come back more
wound up.
Mm-hmm. So I think you're right in what you're saying about how exercise changes as you get old. You understand the benefits of slowing down, and doing things properly, like your weight when you do your weight training, like actually focusing on what you're doing, rather than focusing on lifting heavy, like she does in her videos,
Yeah.
you know, and pulls her disc when
Yeah,
she
exactly.
deadlifts incorrectly. But
Yeah.
so there are loads of benefits for exercising. So what do you when you have someone new that comes to you, that's, let's say you've got a lady in their 50s that comes in, and she's never exercised before, and she says, Paula, guess what? I've been looking at this person online and they're deadlift. I want to deadlift. I want to squat. I want to do this. I want to do that.
Like a classic example would be I had someone last year come to me and they said they want to build muscle in their 50s.
Okay.
And I had to say it's not just that you can improve the muscle you have,
Yeah.
but you can't actually. But it's online. They're saying that you can build. I said, no, you can improve it. You can, get it to work properly. And because you've done nothing. But there's no building muscle once we reach. We've been losing muscle for 20 years by now.
Yeah. It's gone.
It's gone.
Bye.
So, but we can improve, and we can improve the way the muscle functions through resistance work. I prefer to do endurance training with someone who's older, as in lots of reps, rather than lifting really heavy.
Okay.
I lift heavy myself, but I do more rep work than
Interesting. Why is that?
because you can still get strength from rep work.
And are you trying to hit the cardio
endurance.
as
well? It depends on their life, of course, because you've got that left right action sometimes to help the brain to calm the brain. But I just think it's more achievable and it's safer for people, because I don't know what's going on inside that person's body.
Yeah.
I don't want to injure them in some way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So light work, rep work, you will achieve a strength goal with that. Whereas if you strength train, you're never going to get that endurance. You're never going to get that cardio side of it.
Interesting. I like that. Is there anyone particular that's come to you that had, let's say they've not exercised before and they've done really well with their training, that you could kind of mention without obviously talking specifics?
Well, I do have one lady who is amazingly strong. She is actually my client who is 72. I'm going to say 72. She might be 71.
Oh.
She might pull me up on this.
Oh.
And funny enough, this lady was recommended to me by you.
Oh.
Never lifted a weight in her life.
I know
Never
who
walked
you're
it,
talking about.
You would be. And we've got to a stage, because I don't do a lot of heavy work. Every now and then I will do a heavy deadlift with her.
Yeah.
But that's because I know she's got great technique.
Yeah.
I've been training her for 8 years?
Is it 8 years?
Oh, it's so long.
Wow.
It's so long.
Wow.
And she is amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. But yes, she's definitely got stronger over the years.
That's impressive. And that's someone that did some exercise before. But,
she did a bit of Pilates and a bit of yoga, but never.
And she
did
likes
weights
it?
Before.
She feels good?
She loves it. She comes in, she goes on holiday, she comes back and she says, "How's my favourite trainer?"
Oh my God. Excuse me, I just vomit everywhere. Oh, wrong question to ask you, that one, wasn't it? That was definitely the wrong question to ask you.
She is doing, because you know who I'm talking about.
I do, yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Well, that's
strong
great.
for a woman of her age.
So so she's 72 and she's...
Or one.
Oh, so or one. We don't know. We don't
Or
want to get in trouble.
No.
Let's just say 70, just to...
We just won't tell her about
We won't
the
tell anyone.
podcast.
So let's say that we've got her and we've got a lady the same age that doesn't exercise, sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you now, we're talking about early onset osteoarthritis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about someone that most probably mental well-being's not very good.
Mm-hmm.
Someone when they do basic stuff, going shopping, finding that difficult to do, up the stairs, down the stairs.
Joint pain, back pain, more likely to fall, to have falls.
Yes, fall. Yeah, that's very important about the balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
About the coordination.
This is the thing, because we're talking about bone density, and the reason why our bones start to change a lot of the time is because if we're not doing that resistance training, then our shape does change. A lot of women and men get quite a rounded back. Bit kyphosis.
Yes. But we're not really sitting well
Yeah.
here, Paula.
Listen,
Trying
there
to
you go.
stick things,
No,
trying to sit up a bit more
and,
straighter.
and of course they get a little bit lordotic as well.
Yeah.
And then your centre of gravity changes, and that is why they fall.
Yeah. They just go forward.
They just
Go
fall.
forward. I noticed since I walked my dog, you're going to laugh at this, right? Before I walked my dog, I never had this, but I lean over. I've got a slight tilt.
Have you?
I've noticed it when I'm walking. I'm like, hang on, I'm leaning forward. Stand
a
up
power
straight.
walk.
No, but it's not. It's not.
It's come from your power walking.
Yeah, yes, most probably. But
Yeah.
it is quite funny because I'm talking to someone and I'm like, they're not next to me. I'm like, where are they? They're back. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Yeah. So that's quite funny. But so I just want to talk about flexibility because this is something that we're both passionate about. And for those of you that don't know, if people come to me, I fix them and then they come back. They come back a few
Well,
years
that's how
later.
I met you. You fix me.
Yeah, I'm a fixer. But flexibility is really important because it's not
Yeah.
just about the joints getting stiffer, like you mentioned about the synovial fluid. It's also about flexibility-wise, which changes. Okay, so lots of that starts to get tighter. Everything shortens. That's why your IT band, okay, gets really tight.
Yeah.
That's because the fascia, the hydraulic acid and the collagen that's in there starts to deplete. So it's really important, ladies, to get that stretching in. It's not because, you have to do it. You've got to do it
Well,
now.
I can say firsthand that I was that person that didn't stretch enough.
Paula, really?
Yes.
Oh, is this a
yes.
confession?
Yes, it's a confession.
Oh my God, you naughty girl.
I didn't because I was working so much. The kids were young. I was at one point teaching over 20 classes a week, running from one gym to another. And you just sort of do that quick stretch at the end of class and you're out, you're in your car, you're going to...
I'm
I
very disappointed in
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry. And I really, really, in my earlier days, and everybody
Yeah.
else, there's a lot of people out there who are probably the same, lot of trainers as me who are the same. And I actually say to some people now, you need to start stretching.
Yeah.
You need to start going to yoga classes.
Yeah.
I was that person who'd be in a yoga class thinking, get me out of this place.
Oh, when I first started doing yoga, it was all about who's farted. That smell, dirty, out, get out.
It's when it's audible because you get people that pass wind in
Oh, don't.
Pilates
Oh,
as
no.
well.
Oh,
I'll just try and
no.
carry on talking really loud and quickly so nobody's
Well, you get people in here as well, past wind, but we won't talk about that.
But I've found, even for myself, yoga. I don't teach yoga. Well, I teach a form of power yoga, but yoga is one of the best things that I've really got into in the past 5 years.
Well, that's amazing because it's not just about flexibility. It's
No.
good for your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not for me.
Well, not for you, but for some people
Yes,
it can
is
be.
but I was going
Can
to
be.
say that when it comes to yoga, because I need that good stretch because I'm doing
Yeah.
a stretch, and I did start focusing on stretching myself.
Yeah.
Especially after we had that lockdown and we were all doing nothing.
Yes.
And I was running too much and having a lot of pain.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
Paula was
running.
Forrest
I was
Gump.
running. So I then started dedicating a good half an hour twice a week to stretching.
Yeah. Well,
then-
that's key.
Yeah, it started getting a little bit boring, so I started going to some yoga classes. But for
Yeah.
me, I had to find the right yoga teacher.
Okay. So that is important because there's so many different types of yoga.
Yes.
And we're not talking Bikram,
No.
okay? A swanga,
Yeah.
whatever, however you say it.
Yeah.
One of those that is like really fast paced. We're talking
That's
about.
what I do. I love the
Okay.
fast-paced
Do
yoga.
you?
Yeah. But I
Ah.
also do yin, which is the one where you hold
Oh,
positions
yes, yin
for 3
yoga.
to 5 minutes. So I do a
Amazing.
combination of both.
And do you feel that you've got good flexibility from it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done, you.
I can cross my legs now.
There's a joke coming up, which I'm not going to say right now when we come off air. I'm going to say something naughty to Paula about that one.
But yeah, I've realised the flexibility has, and it's benefited my weight training.
Well, and it will. So look, I'm not like being like Miss Perfect here, but I can tell you now, I've always stretched.
Yeah.
I've always made time at the end of my workout. I get a little timer. I stretch the muscles I've worked, a minute each. I've always done that, and I foam roll as well. That is me.
Yeah.
But I can tell you now, in my postmenopause, let's say I'm unwell, let's say that I've had a week off and I've been bedridden for a week.
Yeah.
Let's just say that for an example. I will feel it because years before, if I was bedridden in my 30s, it wouldn't bother me at all. But I can tell you, my joints would be achy and stiff. So if that's me and that's someone that stretches all the time, ladies, stretch, please.
Yes,
because if you
definitely.
feel all right now, think about what you're going to be like in 10, 15 years' time. You know, the only way that I can keep exercising because of all of my little tightnesses and I mentioned, my knee, is because I stretch and foam roll. If I did not do that, I would not be exercising. I wouldn't be able to. I would be in pain.
No.
So that it's really important for yoga. We're going to wrap up on part 1.
Okay,
That's gone quick, isn't it?
It's flown by.
It's flown by. Ladies, thank you very much for listening. That's really nice. I just want to say thank you to wonderful guest Paula. Paula's going to be with us again in part 2, and lots more information coming up. We're going to talk about what exercises work well for menopause, amongst other things. We're going to be talking about, can't remember because I've got brain fog. But we will be talking
Two
loads.
menopausal ladies sitting here with brain fog.
Ladies. Yeah, we'll be talking quite a bit. So yeah, thanks for listening. Menopause Dinners is sponsored by Fitness Therapy for You. We'd like to thank Redbridge Sports and Leisure for providing space to record. Information we have on food and supplementation is our own experience. If you're suffering from any medical condition, please get medical advice before trying any help.